The WNBA elevates. Remember, it could have been even better. You messed it up.
No matter how high the WNBA tries to elevate its image, no matter how many headlines it generates or marketing campaigns it funds, there's an unshakable truth now hanging in the air like a storm cloud they can't escape. It could have been even better. It should have been better. But they messed it up. And not just a little. They messed it up in a way that could leave permanent scars on the league. Because Caitlin Clark, the generational talent who ignited a frenzy the league hadn't seen in decades, is reportedly leaving. And not for another American team, not for a sabbatical, for Europe. That's right. The face of the WNBA, the player who shattered records and brought millions of eyes to the sport, has had enough. And now, she's heading for a fresh start in a league that actually wants her. A league that understands her value and is ready to show it, not just in words or social media shoutouts, but in real respect, protection, and massive paydays. It's hard to overstate how bad this is for the WNBA. One executive joked, "I'm never going to financially recover from this," but the sentiment cuts deep. The timing couldn't be worse. With Clark's move to Europe reportedly imminent, the WNBA is in panic mode. Because deep down, they know they should have treated her better. They should have protected her better. They should have paid her better. They should have realized that when you're given the biggest star your league has ever seen, you don't treat her like a rookie trying to earn her stripes. You treat her like the future. Because that's exactly what she was. Caitlin Clark's potential move to Europe isn't just a headline, it's a red alert. It's a moment of reckoning for a league that's relied too long on minimal investment and maximum expectations. Clark lit up the court every night while carrying the weight of a league desperate for relevance. And now, after enduring brutal physical play, media hostility, and being treated as both a savior and a scapegoat, she's walking away. Not because she couldn't handle it, but because she shouldn't have had to. Let's rewind. Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA as the most hyped rookie in the league's history. She was the one who brought women's basketball into mainstream sports discussions. The arenas were packed. TV ratings were up by triple digits. Suddenly, everyone, from casual sports fans to former NBA greats, had an opinion on the Fever's new superstar. The WNBA was finally getting the attention it had always dreamed of. And it was because of one player, Caitlin Clark. But while she brought the attention, she also brought something else, resentment. Her every move was dissected. Her every foul, overanalyzed. Her every word, twisted. The analysts, many of them gave her no chance. Some even said out loud that she wasn't strong enough. That she didn't have enough experience. That she couldn't handle the level of play in the WNBA. And still, night after night, she delivered. She broke records, changed games, and made history. Yet the league's silence on the hits she took, both literally and figuratively, spoke volumes. Clark didn't just play basketball. She survived it. She was targeted on the court, shoved to the floor without consequence, and publicly questioned for decisions that had nothing to do with her performance. Her average, still higher than many of the guards who were chosen ahead of her for Team USA. Her impact, light years beyond most rookies. But none of it seemed to matter. The league that she helped rescue from obscurity gave her no extra protection, no preferential treatment, not even the basic respect that a star of her magnitude deserved. It's been said that controversy sells. That a little drama boosts ratings. And maybe that's what the WNBA told itself. Maybe they thought letting her get fouled without whistles, insulted without pushback, and ignored without consequence would stir the pot just enough to keep people watching. But they underestimated something vital. Caitlin Clark is not a prop for ratings. She's a world-class athlete. And eventually, world-class athletes know when it's time to go where they're appreciated. And now, she's going. Multiple sources say Clark has received a massive contract offer from Europe, the kind of deal that stops you in your tracks. A salary exponentially higher than anything the WNBA could offer, shorter seasons, more rest, better health management, and full-blown superstar treatment. We're talking about being flown around like royalty, being marketed globally, and being the face of a league that sees her as the revolution, not the problem. And let's be clear, this isn't a retirement tour. Caitlin Clark is still young, still rising, still breaking records. She has years left of prime basketball, and she's choosing to spend them away from the very league that needed her most.
Why?
Because when she needed support, the WNBA gave her silence. When she needed protection, they gave her excuses. And when she brought the crowds, they cashed the checks, without ever sharing the profits. To understand how bad this is, consider what she's already done. Draft day viewership up 400%. Ticket sales up 93%. Regular season viewership up 180%. All of that in a matter of weeks. The kind of numbers that take other leagues years to build, Caitlin did it in less than a season. And she wasn't just selling herself, she was selling the entire league. When the Indiana Fever played away games, those arenas were packed to the rafters. Some teams went from 3,000 fans to 17,000 overnight. Standing room only. People lining balconies just to see her shoot. And what did she ask for in return? Not more money for herself. She asked the WNBA to give spot bonuses to the away teams. Because she knew those crowds were there for her. She wanted the league to share the wealth. She wanted to lift everyone. And still, nothing. Instead, she got dragged by the media, excluded from the Olympic team, and blamed for the toxicity that others directed toward her. She was never the problem. She was the one holding the league together. And yet, even with all the backlash, even with the bruises and the criticisms and the constant pressure, Caitlin stayed focused. She kept her head down. She kept playing. She kept winning over fans. But there's only so long a player, even one as tough as Caitlin Clark, can endure a system built to break her. Which brings us here to a moment where the WNBA's biggest star is ready to leave it all behind. And what's the league's response? Crickets. No massive contract. No apology. No plan. Just silence, as if they still don't understand what's about to happen. Because this isn't just about one player leaving. This is about the league's entire foundation cracking. The Caitlin Clark effect wasn't just real. It was the only thing keeping the WNBA afloat for many fans. People tuned in because of her. Sponsors signed deals because of her. And now that she's walking away, what's left? A group of players who, no matter how talented, haven't generated the same impact. A league still struggling to sell out playoff games. And a reputation for treating its stars like expendable tools, not treasured icons. And Clark's not alone. Other players like Kelsey Mitchell and Alyssa Smith are already heading overseas. They've seen the writing on the wall. They've seen the salaries, the treatment, the opportunities abroad. And they're choosing that. Because the WNBA isn't just losing a player. It's losing the player. And it could be the beginning of a mass exodus if things don't change. Jason Whitlock recently suggested that Clark should start her own league, an unrivaled platform where the best talent plays during the WNBA offseason. The idea isn't crazy. In fact, it's genius. Because why should players have to leave the country just to earn what they're worth? Why not build something new? Something that actually values the women who are transforming the sport. But for now, Europe has won. They've offered Caitlin more than just money. They've offered her peace. They've offered her a stage where she doesn't have to carry an entire league on her shoulders just to be respected. They've offered her a fresh start, one where the spotlight is hers, not shared with petty rivalries or tired politics. And that spotlight, she's earned it. She's earned it through every record, every buzzer beater, every time she got up off the floor when nobody else did anything to protect her. She's earned it by growing the game in a way no one else has. She's earned it by being more than a player, by being a leader. Now the WNBA has to reckon with the aftermath. Will they own their mistake? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates as this story unfolds.